All right. Good morning. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into the Thursday edition of the training. Hope everyone's had a good week so far. We're heading towards the end of the week. Hope everyone's been productive, getting stuff done, having fun with what we're doing. If you are new to Dubb, please put a one in the chat. If you are new, you're just starting Dubb. Please put a two if you're returning. That would be fantastic in terms of helping where people are at in the journey. Kyan, thank you very much. Dwayne, I know you're returning. That's fantastic. And Ed, welcome in. Let me pop over to you, Ed. You can say hi. You can unmute yourself if you'd like to, or you can say hi in the chat. Thanks for coming in, Ed. If you could just let me know what's your industry, that would be fantastic as well. That way, I can kind of gear some stuff towards you as we kind of walk through the basics. So, Ed, if you want to say hi, go ahead. You can unmute yourself and say hello. If not, you can say hi in the chat. Totally up to you. And again, if you don't mind, if you don't unmute yourself and you just want to say hi in the chat, hi. Can you just put in your industry as well, Ed? Just that way I have an idea, kind of what you might be looking at in terms of strategy wise and can kind of let you know on a few things. That would be great if you want to add your industry. Typically, MLM. Okay, perfect. So Dubb, in a nutshell, in terms of the tech and the scenarios, what we try to do is we try to break it down to what's the scenario and what's the best tech for that. I think, thank you, Ed, for the information down there, new learning videos. Okay, great. The whole idea behind Dubb is instead of sending just a text-based marketing message or a sales message, why not send a video that is actionable and trackable and actually makes an impact in terms of what the person is seeing and has some context? So our whole thing would be this. I'm going to share my screen, and Ed, these trainings are loaded to our YouTube channel, our support channel, by the end of the day, typically. So I'm going to put this link in the chat so you have it so you can check later. Because what a lot of people do is they attend the training and then they go check out the video later, the recording, so they can kind of stop their way through and say, oh, yeah, that's that point there. That's there. I want to learn how to do that. Also, the walkthrough is going to be how do we record? What are the strategies related to that? How do we customize? And how do we do a basic send of the videos? And then we're going to do some Q&A on the backside. But Ed, if you have questions as you're working your way through and you're seeing what's happening, feel free to drop them in the chat and we'll address them on the backside. So, well, thanks for the details. Appreciate that. Kyan and Dwayne, obviously, welcome back. Okay, so let me share my screen and let's look at really what Dubb means in terms of visuals and how it's going to be impacted. So let's check this out. Okay, so when you record a Dubb video, this is what it would be like. This is one style. So when you record a Dubb video and send it, it's going to be an animated video GIF preview. The first 3 seconds of that video, no matter what you're doing when you hit record, is going to be what's going to be repeating like it is here, and it's going to be the preview for someone to see. You can technically, with editing, take a different part of the video and make it the front part if you want to, but knowing when you hit record that this is what's going to happen, you should be prepared for that. It helps with efficiency. Now, in this case, what I'm doing here is I recorded this video from the basic website webcam recorder inside of the Dubb platform. And I got the Dubb mobile app on my phone, which has a digital whiteboard option where I wrote that message, Hi, Sarah. The last part of it is the movement into frame. Because remember, it's an animated GIF, so we want to make it interesting and we want to give context. This right here is an example of a one-to-one video send. Really good for introducing yourself to someone. That's why the name always works really well. But you can also send this to your circle of influence and group. Like this could be one video to many people. Just don't have the name on there and have a question or a statement that the entire group of people could relate to. That's what people do a lot in terms of this. Now, you can also, from the same camera, you can do something like this. Have a person's profile behind you. So Sarah obviously has context in this case because she sees the picture of her profile. So in both cases, whether you have the phone with the name or some statement that a whole group can relate to, or you have a profile behind you, or you have a website, or you have an article, or you have a piece of property in real estate, anything to give context. Because in sales, the window of explaining is becoming shorter and shorter. So why not give someone some good context before they even click on this, right? That's really what it's about. So in this scenario that we've seen, really good for engaging someone using the name, or if it's a group scenario or reaching out and re-engaging a group or sending a video out to a whole group of people, what's that one phrase on the phone or question that the entire group can relate to? That's really what that's about. Now, there are other styles of video that do really well as well. This one right here, this is recorded with the Chrome extension Screen Recorder. So the Chrome extension Screen Recorder, any website that you want to pull up, it's browser based. So whether it's an article, company website, market update, whatever it is, it gives you the ability to put yourself physically on the screen like you see here in a circle, square, rectangle, whatever it is, and put yourself right next to the title of the article, whatever you're trying to show, and have a nice animated GIF. So again, I'm smiling and I'm pointing. So someone has context because they know this is a market update, and they can see me right there getting ready to start the video. Now, we also have another screen recorder that is a Dubb desktop app. So the one you just saw was browser based. Any website for the Chrome you can pull up, but it's within the browser. If you want to go over the entire desktop computer screen and record over documents, videos, whatever, you can get very specific, in this case, a Canvas slide, with the Dubb desktop app. The Dubb desktop app can even do ratios of 16 by 9 for YouTube and 9 by 16 for social media. It's really a cool piece of technology. We'll cover that in a little bit. Also, you have this as a style. This is with the Dubb mobile app. This is picture in picture. A lot of real estate folks like this because you can show the property like you can see here, and you can be on the screen at the same time. So it's using both cameras on the phone. But if you're not in real estate and you want to show something physically in front of you, maybe you're showing like a product or a service actually on the computer and you want to do it in a cool, different way. Or maybe you're going for a walk and you're a little nature walk and you're kind of giving advice for someone, for a client or a prospect. We're so used to seeing that kind of visuals with social media and sales, they're going like this. So there is some overlap, some Venn diagram stuff going on. So those are the visuals, okay? But either way, no matter when you send someone a Dubb video, what happens next? They see the animated GIF, they click on it, and they're brought to a customized landing page that we call a preset in Dubb terms. It's going to have your logo top left. Well, let me go back there. Hold on one second. Oops, hold on one second. User error. I just closed my entire thing out. Hold on. Let's go back over here. So So what I was saying was you send someone a Dubb video, they click on it, boom, and they're brought to a customized landing page called a preset. Now, when you're here, it's going to have your logo, video, a little image behind the video player. You can kind of see it poking out from behind the video that you've created for that person or that group, followed by playlist videos that are going to play directly after this video that you've created. The power of the playlist is it not only gives more information, but it also enables you not to repeat yourself 10,000 times about what you do. So you can really focus on a good opening hook to Sarah or that one person or that group. And you can record a video one time, minute or less, about what you do, basically your pitch video. And that will play right after the video that this is concluded right here. It'll run right into it. So it's pretty seamless. And then below here, you have your call to action buttons, your CTAs. What would you like someone to do after they've watched the videos? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Do you want them to visit your website? Do you want them to fill out a form? Do you want them to download a document, a listing agreement, a contract? Lots of choices down here. I would go in order of importance from left to right. And sometimes people just have one button because they want you to do that one singular thing. Now, there is a button down here called Reply with Video. This is really good for getting video testimonials. So if you have happy clients, do something like this. Send them a video with this button below it. And it would be like this. Hey, Darius, this is Rob. Thank you so much for using Dubb. We appreciate your business. It would mean the world to us to get a video testimonial from you. All you need to do, nothing complex, don't have to download anything, just click the Reply with Video button below. Put in your email and let me know what have you enjoyed about the platform or whatever questions you would normally ask. They send that video back to you. You get a little notification in your video library that says, hey, you got a video reply. And then you make it part of the playlist. And this is the power of this trifecta. The video one-to-one or one-to-many, followed by a video about what you do, minute or less. You record it one time, followed by testimonials. Now, the last part of this page is right over here to the right. This is SIA. This is our Sales Interactive Assistant. And the reason this is on this page, and you don't have to have it on the page, there's a button inside of Dubb. You can just remove it if you don't want the AI on there. But if you do, what happens sometimes is, you know what, I want to take the next action, but I got questions and I want answers to them right now. Like, because we're all impatient like that because of social media, but we want to know right away. So you can interact with the AI right over here. You can have up to 20 FAQs. You also can ask the AI a question. And when the AI gets asked a question, it's going to give the answer, but it's also going to push for something at the end. It can collect email, phone, and name, and it can also push towards booking a time in your calendar, however you want it and have it set up. So that's how that would work. And we have a whole training on this. So you can educate SIA with website links. It can learn physically what's on those pages in text form, and you can upload a PDF as well. So the whole idea is you send someone a video, they get it, they click on it, and they land here. Now you want to think about landing pages in this way. So if I was in real estate and I represented buyers and sellers, I would want to have a specific landing page for buyers and a specific landing page for sellers. Because on this page, I want it to speak to that segment of my audience so it feels like I'm talking directly to them. If I was in recruitment, I would want employers and candidates, pages for both of those because they're totally different audiences. Mortgage, same thing, FHA, VA loans, all that good stuff. And for even the MLM market, you know, that maybe there's different kinds of people that you're reaching out to, prospects that you could have within different areas, and you could have different landing pages that speak to different parts of those audience. Now, this is all tracked. Everything that you're seeing here, if someone got the email, did they open the email? Did they click on the video? Did they click on any of the buttons below? Did they watch the video? And if they did, what's the watch rate? So you'll know the percentage. So when you follow up, you'll have a lot of valuable information in terms of what they've watched or not watched when you end up following up with them. They can be very specific. So this is what Dubb's all about. So it's about choosing the right style for the right use case. Now, if we go back over here, how do we record something like this or something like this? What you would do is come right inside Dubb. You go to the red camera icon right up here at the top. This is the basic recorder. You can also upload any video into Dubb when this little area says record or upload a video. Select this red button. It's going to open up your webcam. If you want to upload a video into Dubb, any MP4, just click this and you can do it. But to record the videos that you just saw with me holding up the phone or the virtual background, here's how you do it. Go below, select virtual background, slide down here, go to your photos, and just upload any screenshots that you have into this area. And once you have them in there, then it has a little library that you can choose from. So we know from experience profiles work well, websites, articles, properties in real estate, documents where you want to point some things out, anything at all to give context within your industry. And then you have it right here. Have a good ring light or natural light for front. Don't let your arms go out into the soup. Use your shoulders as guardrails. Keep them right in here for all the action. And that's what something like this would look like. Now, if you want to add the phone, you can do both, by the way. You can hold the phone and have the virtual background. This could be a property address as it's behind me. So you can do a combination of both. But if you're going to do the phone, here's how you do this. Uncheck virtual background. Get the Dubb mobile app on your phone. Once you have the Dubb mobile app, it's going to be the home area here of the mobile app. And it's going to be this little button right up there, that little square with the person. And once you get up there, select that. It's going to open up a typing area. And all I did before was I just typed the person's name or the message or whatever I wanted for the, if it's one to many or one person, that's what you have to figure out. And then turn it like this. And there it is. Just like that. Just like that. Now with this recorder here with the basic webcam recorder, you got a couple options. Down over here, you can zoom yourself in for a tighter frame. You can back yourself up. We also have a teleprompter across all of our recording tech. So you can click right up here into the top and choose a script that you have saved in Dubb, or you can create a new one. You also can search for a script by name as well. Here it is. You can control the speed right here, up or down. Hit the play button, back the text off, or zoom it in. And when you hit record here, it's going to start scrolling. I'm going to read the lines as they start moving up. And here's something you can do. Here's how you'd record a video like this. So you'd hit record. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. It would be like this. Hey, Rob, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. Now, there are a number of aspects to Dubb, and I can hit the pause button right down here at the bottom, click it again to resume, keep reading, keep going. If I want to delete this video, it's the red X right here. And if I want to save it into the platform, it is the blue check mark. And if I want to close the teleprompter, it's this little button right here. So I'm going to hit save. I'm going to save this into the platform. So again, this style video is really good for reaching out, names, or reaching out to a group with something interesting on the phone, visuals behind you to give context. This is a great way to break through the noise. Now, saving this video into Dubb, and any video you save into Dubb, it's going to take you to the video edit page inside the platform. Now, inside here, you have a couple cool things. You have this little drop down right here, and it says Rob's preset. We have a number of preset landing pages set up for different parts of our audience, like I mentioned earlier. So again, if you're in real estate, have different presets, buyers, sellers, FSBOs, expired, whatever you work with. Mortgage coaching, we talked about all that. Have the different segments of your audience. Because I could change this to a preset anytime I wanted to. And we help you set this stuff up. When you're on a paid player with Dubb, we meet you in Zoom. We help you with the account setup to get all this going. But on this page, when you save a video in here, you can give it a title just internally so you know what it is. I'm just going to put Rob Test Fun. Hit the check mark, save it. There's a little preview button all the way here to the right. This little square button is going to open it up in a tab and say, hey, what does this video look like on the landing page? Oh, cool. I got everything that I want. Great. That's what it looks like. Now, back over here on the edit page, I can come down here and I can check out the analytics. Now, it says no activity yet because we haven't sent the video anywhere. But when we do send the video somewhere, we're going to get some nice info. Is anybody opening the emails? Are they clicking on the buttons? Are they watching the videos? And if they are watching the videos, what is the watch rate? Which is really important for a follow-up to know what they've done. We also have a digital coach in here called AIRA. So you can click generate and it's going to give me feedback on the video I've just created. It's going to give feedback on the cadence, positivity, persuasiveness. Are we being repetitive? And being repetitive in sales is actually part of the gig. Just sometimes you want to hammer home a point and make your point on it. So that's a little bit of a grain of salt. Filler words, are you using any filler words? But it also gives this, which is really good, content feedback in all these different areas right here. It also gives visual feedback. And this is all from a non-biased opinion on stuff right in here. And then you have your numbers down here. So you can generate this very quickly when you do this. You also have an editing tab. You can edit any video inside of Dubb. So I can hit the play button here. Hey, Rob, this is Rob. I can drag my timeline to wherever I want to cut something out. Let's just say I want to cut this part out here. Hit the scissor icon. It's going to split the clips. See how they're both split in two? And then I'm going to drag this further because what's my second cut point? Here, scissors. Now I got 3 pieces. What one do I want to get rid of? Whatever one's highlighted in orange, click delete and it's gone. If I want to undo what I just did, the undo button. Undo, 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 and you're right back to the beginning. Now, if I ever edited a video right here and I really messed up, I just destroyed it with editing. Like, you know what? I need the original. Don't hit save. Just go to the top, download the MP4 version of this video. Every Dubb video that's saved in here has an MP4 version. Just download it, click replace video, and click save, and you're totally fine. Now, what if I wanted to send this video? Because we recorded a video, we saved it into our platform, we have it on the right landing page, we have everything set up the way we want it. How do I send it? So over here, we're going to jump into Gmail. We're going to open up a compose. And best practice is you always want to have, when you send these, the word video in the subject line right here. First thing someone sees, it's very rare that you see it still, and it does stand out. Then you want some text in here in terms of why they should watch the video. And then you have a couple options to add the video in. So right down here at the bottom, you see this little Dubb symbol down here. This is the Dubb Chrome extension, which is right up here at the top, this button right here. This is what I'm going to show you in a little bit. Hold on one second. Looks like I'm getting a phone call out of nowhere. Okay, so this is the Dubb Chrome extension up here. When you have this logged in and pinned, this little button is going to show up down here in Gmail. In Outlook, it would show off to the right in add-ins. But the Chrome extension is a browser-based screen recorder that I'm going to show you right after this. But when you have that, this is going to show up. And what it does is, when you click on this button, it opens up the screen recorder. Here I am. But I'm going to turn my camera off and see how I'm scrolling through the video library down to the bottom right. I'm going to select the video I want to add into the email here. Here it is. It's right here. I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to click Advanced Options. I'm going to put the email of the person I'm sending it to get that tracking, that good contact level tracking. I can even put in some personalization text, and then I would click Insert Video, and it pops it in just like that. Now, if I wanted to add the video without the shortcut and the button, anytime you save a video into Dubb to the video edit page right here, there's always a big blue share and send button. Same thing, click here, put the email in for tracking. I can even add a little personalization text, click copy for email, and it's literally just a copy and paste, just like that. And that's how easy it can be. Now, screen recording videos. Remember this one we looked at in the beginning? Right here. How do we do something like this? Browser-based. So what you would do is come over here if I wanted to share this with someone here, or if I wanted to reach out to Ruben on LinkedIn. This is all going to be the same scenario. So you're going to open up the Chrome right here, opens up, put myself on the page. There I am. Now you want to think about placement, size, and shape. So shape is great, circle, because Ruben's in a circle. I'm going to make my size a little bit bigger. I don't want to go too big because I'm covering Ruben's whole profile. So I want to stay probably right within this range here, and placement on the page right next to Ruben. I can almost knock on his bubble right here. You can do something fun. Functionality wise, you can zoom yourself in. You can back yourself up. You also can move yourself around physically inside the frame like this, if you need to frame it better. I can jump to full screen when I want to make a point and go back to the page. I also have an annotation tool right over here that I can use to point things out on the page, which is what I'm going to do. I also can use a teleprompter, just like I could with the other tech that we saw earlier with the webcam recorder. This one's a little bit different. You can manipulate the sides on this one like this, and you can physically move this wherever you want to move it to. In this case, I'm going to go right up towards the top. Now, to use the teleprompter, because the Chrome is browser based, you don't want to go full screen in your browser because if you do, the teleprompter is gone. I can't even see it. I can't use it. You got to leave a little bit of a gap. So when I hit record, I can tap this thing and bring it forward. Now that works really well with the tab option that you see right over here to the right, because there are three recording options. Screen, which is full screen. If I have it on screen right now and I hit record, it's going to get my entire computer screen. And it will show the teleprompter in the recording. So I don't want to use screen. If I want to go full screen and record something, I'm going to use the desktop app, which I'm going to show you right after this because it doesn't show up. If I go camera, opens up like a webcam. I think tab is the best option when you're doing something like this. It's nice and clean. You're only going to see the page that you're on, not the tabs at the top. And when you hit record, just bring this forward like this and you can use it and it doesn't show in the recording. Now, if I want to hit record now, here's what you can do. I'm going to hit record here, choose my tab, click share. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and this is what it would be like. Hey, Ruben, what's going on? I saw your profile over here on LinkedIn. Thought I'd send you a quick video because I want to jump into some specific on something. Look at this. So I did my whole wave and my point, my fun stuff I can do here, and then I jumped to full screen. You can jump to full screen in two ways. At the bottom of the screen, there is a little webcam expand button. Click that there, jumps you here. Click right here to go back. You can hover over the circle here and double click, double click. But either way, when you go full screen, it's just a great way to make a point about something. Break the visuals, make your point, and get back to the page. You also can physically scroll around, move anywhere you want to, be very organic if that's your style. Or you can hit the pause button right down here. Stop the video, take a break. Say, okay, what am I going to do next? Gather your thoughts, and then click resume. You also can use the annotation tool right over here. Point some things out on the page. You can do text on screen as well. If there's a point you really want to hammer home with text, you can put things in order of importance. You can underline, you can circle, all within this area. And all of these annotations are going to stay sticky where they are. So if I continue down and want to keep talking about something, they're not going to follow me down the page. So this is a great way to reach out on LinkedIn. This is a great way to share market updates in real estate on a website. Anything industry related that you're in, if you want to share a browser and walk someone through something and point things out, this is a really nice way to do it. So I'm going to hit save down here at the bottom, like we did before. Click the check mark. And again, it's going to save it into the Dubb platform, into our video library inside of Dubb, just like we did for the video before this. And again, it's right here on the video edit page. Now, if we want to share that video that we just recorded with Ruben, how do we do that? So on LinkedIn, you want to connect with someone first. You don't want to send a video with a connection request because if you do, it's only going to be a link. It's not going to be that nice animated GIF. Plus, someone might not watch it with a connection request. So connect first. Most people do. Send a quick message. And once you're connected, click message below. Our little Dubb symbol is going to show up here because we have an integration with LinkedIn. And just click here. Scroll through, find your video like we did before, and just click insert video. Drops it right in. You even can highlight this text and make it more personal, then click send. And then Ruben is going to see in his inbox a nice animated GIF preview like this. You're on his profile. This is a really nice way to reach out as opposed to the, boring text-based stuff that happens all the time. So that's the Chrome extension. Browser-based stuff that you want to share and be on the page, you can totally do that. The next screen recorder that I'm going to show you is the Dubb desktop app. And it's really probably the most powerful piece of tech that we have. So up here at the top, I'm going to click the little D symbol you see up there, and I'm going to go right to View Quick Menu. And here's the desktop app menu right here. Does a number of things, but we're going to select Record Screen. So when it does that, I'm going to show you the differences and the similarities between the Chrome extension that you just saw and the desktop app that you're seeing right now. So let's start with the similarities. First of all, similarity-wise, you got the same webcam. You can do all the same stuff. Change the shape. All in here, you can change the size. Everything that we talked about before in the Chrome, you can do in here. You also have the annotation tool right here that you can use. You also have a teleprompter right up here at the top. Teleprompter similarity is you can move it wherever you want to, like the Chrome, but the difference would be this. When you click in here, you can find a script just like you did before. But look at this right here. This says auto track. So this is voice recognition. If I hit record now, it's going to move the script as I speak at my own pace. Now, if I want to do auto scroll, like you saw with the webcam and the Chrome, where it's just a speed and you choose the speed, all you have to do is turn this button off, and now you have your auto scroll with the speeds right here. But again, if you want to use voice recognition, it's the first option right here, and it says auto track. Now, what are some other differences? So let me close these two. Another big difference is this right here, this red slash through this square right here. What this means is if I was to hit record right now, I get my entire computer screen. If I get rid of this red slash, now I have a drop down of choices in terms of the border of what I'm recording. This is on custom right now. So I can move this thing wherever I want to move it to, put it on top of anything, a website, a document, a Canvas slide, video. And I can crop around anything that I want to crop around. So you can get very specific in terms of what you want to show. You also can do 16 by 9 for YouTube, the exact ratio you have here. You also can do 9 by 16 for a social media video for, LinkedIn, YouTube Reels, Instagram Shorts, TikTok, all that good stuff right within here. Now, the last part of this is the recording itself. So when I hit record down here, hit the red button, I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. Here I go, I'm recording a video, here we are. I can hit the pause and resume just like I did before. But when I hit the check mark here, it's not saving it into Dubb like any other time you hit a check mark. What it does with the desktop app is it just saves a clip right here inside the desktop app. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. The Chrome extension that you saw before this screen recorder is one video you pause and resume. This does clips. So you can drag and drop any video from your computer that's an MP4 and make it part of the story. If you have a video saved into Dubb, just download the MP4, drop it right into here. Now, this first clip that I recorded was a screen recorder. So down over here to the bottom left, if I want to keep building out my clips now, I have 3 creative choices down at the bottom left to continue recording. The first one all the way to the left is record screen video. That's like what I just did here. So if I want to do that again, click that icon. It's going to bring me right back to where I was. I'm going to hit record. And now I'm just recording a second screen recording. So here's my second clip. Here we go. I'm hitting record. Now I'm going to hit the check mark down here, and it saves my second clip. And again, I can physically move these clips in any order that I want to. I can click the three dot menu and download or delete each individual clip too. So if I recorded a clip, the first one that I really love, I'm like, great, I don't need to get rid of that one. But if I screwed up on the second one, I can just delete it and I don't lose the one that I like. And then below here, we have the webcam option. So if I click this here, now I can do a webcam clip because maybe this is the beginning. Maybe this is the end. Maybe I'm like, I want to do a breakout session and talk about something here and I want it to look visually different. Hit the check mark here, and now you can put this anywhere you want to. The last creative option down here is Dubb Narrator. This is one I really like. This is where you can play a pre-recorded video of you or someone else inside of the bubble and then just put it on top of a page or a document, and all you have to do is click record and scroll around and point things out. So what you can do here is the first part would be just recording a video, could be with a teleprompter, delivering what you want to deliver for the content, save it into Dubb, and then you can access it right here through Record Narrator. So what I can do is click this icon here. It's going to bring me into my video library. I'm going to put narrator in. I'm going to look for one of my videos that I've already pre-recorded that's ready to go. And I'm just going to select one of them. I'm going to go with this one right here. And then I can take this video, put it in any shape that I want, any size that I want, and I can move it wherever I want to move it to. So in this case, I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to hit record, and now the pre-recorded version of me is going to do the talking. Need to record your screen quickly and easily? With Dubb's free online screen recorder, there's no software. And I can pause and resume, and then click the check mark to save it. Now, when you're ready to combine all of these clips into that one video, click the edit button all the way to the right. It's going to merge all of our clips together into that one video. And then from this point, right inside the desktop app, you have an editor. I can hit the play button. Go, I'm recording a video. Here we are. I can drag my timeline like we saw before within the platform for editing, right? You can drag it to where you want to. Click the scissor button, splits the clips. Drag it again. Scissors. You got three pieces. Which one do you want to get rid of? Trash can, and it's gone. And you always have the undo button. Undo, 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 bring things back to normal. You can even inside here, click the smart cut button right here, which if you do this, you can get rid of silences in your videos, which is all the pink areas right inside here. And when you're done, you're ready, just download the MP4 if you want to your computer, and you can upload it right into the Dubb platform. So those are pretty significant ways to record in terms of what you can do with the technology. Now, the last piece of recording is going to be the mobile app. The mobile app is really good if you're on the move. You can do vertical, you can do landscape. The cameras are great on the phones. And it's a nice different way to have a variety of recording because if you do a lot of screen recordings or you do a lot of webcam stuff, switch it up and send a mobile one. So this is how you can record these. You're going to click the blue camera icon at the bottom. It's going to open up your camera. And when it opens up the camera, you're going to notice a couple things. First off, you're going to notice that it is defaulted for 1 minute, which means it'll cut me off a minute when I hit record. I'm going to slide this over to 10 because I'm not going to make a video longer than 10 minutes, and I can't make it longer than 10 minutes on the mobile app. To record, I'm going to tap the circle at the bottom. Now I'm recording. You can see the recording time up here and at the bottom. I'm going to tap it again, and there is the clip that I have just recorded. This clip has been automatically downloaded to my phone, so I have it in my photo video area. I'm going to hit record one more time, just so I have a couple clips in here. Each clip has to be at least 2 seconds. There's my second clip. And I can physically move these around. I can take my finger, hold one, slide it. I also can tap a clip individually. I can delete, trim, and edit. And if I click the edit button, I can add royalty-free music. I can do text on the screen. I can do a voiceover. I can speed up the action, all within each clip. I also have important icons over here to the right. This one at the top is going to record what's in front of me. This one right here is countdown timers. I always go with 3 seconds because 3, 2, 1 is where everyone else is in Dubb. And then also I think it's kind of the perfect amount of time to get ready and smile and go. This one right here is your teleprompter. Excuse me, probably one of the best ones we have. Select it there, click into here, find the script that you want when it wants to load. Try again. Okay, there we go. So here is the speed between 1 and 10 like we saw before, auto scroll. I can hit the play button, see if I like that speed. I also can hit the pencil icon right here if I want to make any changes and then save them in real time. Now, if your eyes are staying down here and they're not staying where they're supposed to be when you're reading the script, they're not staying at the top, either increase the speed or use the guardrails to slide it up like this. Because now there's nothing to look at down here. You got to keep your eyes at the top. And if you have an iPhone, this is an iPhone only option here. Click here on the gear icon. You can select auto track. And when you select auto track, I'm going to hit record. It's going to go with voice recognition. You know what too many salespeople do? Talk, talk, pitch, talk, close, ghosted. Look. So you see it's going at my pace when I was doing that, and that is auto track. To close the teleprompter, tap the X to the top right, and it closes. If you want to add a video that you recorded on your phone outside of the app and you want to drop it in here, go here to the folder button, select the video in your photo video area, click add clips, and it will drop it right into here. If you want to record your screen, that button. If you want to use filters, you can do black and white. You can do skin smoothing. You can do different color gradations, all within the filter option. Now, if you want to do picture in picture, like we saw in the beginning of the training, a lot of real estate folks obviously love this for property walkthroughs, but you can use it for anything where you want to show what's in front of you and be on the page. This one here. So hit record, and now you can see I'm physically on the video showing what's in front of me. I can make myself bigger, smaller. I can zoom into what I'm showing, back up. It's a really nice way to kind of show both those things. Last option is going to be virtual background, like we saw in the beginning. In this case, screenshot on your phone, properties if you're in real estate, company websites, articles, all the stuff we talked about, whatever industry you're in, to give context as a visual, screenshot it on your phone, go here, and then all you have to do is just go to your photo video area, find the photo you want, hit record, and you got something right there you'll be able to send. The last part of it would be combining everything into one video. Click the blue button to the top right. Oops, I actually hit record by accident. That's funny. I wonder if that was a bug. All right, so you're going to hit the blue icon at the top right. That's going to merge your clips together into that one video. You'll have a finished video on your phone of that, and then you can upload it right into the platform with the upload button. So those are the different ways to record. Those are the scenarios. That's how you put it on a landing page. All the stuff that we covered was very specific in terms of what you should use for those scenarios. We also have an AI writer within the platform, which is AIRA, that I'm going to show right now. And then we also have some other AI options right within here. So when we look at these here, this is what this would look like in terms of the AI aspect of it. So right within the Dubb dashboard, if we go back to the dashboard right in here, you're going to see right in the middle an AI writing assistant called AIRA. Now, what you can do here is create a couple profiles. See how I have basic and sales? And like we talked about before with the landing pages, how you want them to be specifically for certain parts of your audience, same thing with AIRA. So if I was in real estate, buyers, sellers, right? Have a buyer profile, seller profile. And when you create these, just start answering these questions for the profile. So AIRA, the AI, knows about your audience, your outreach, choose a preferred tone of communication. You can even choose a writing structure to this. The have method. Open with a hook, which is really important. Address their needs, provide value, extend a good offer. And then all you have to do is come down here and just choose a prompt. Right in here, I'm going to say on why video is the best for closing sales. Choose a length, hit submit. And now Ira is going to take into account everything that Ira learned and the certain profile you picked. Because you're like, oh, I'm doing buyer outreach right now. Oh, I'm doing seller outreach right now. Oh, I'm doing recruiting. I'm doing candidates. Whatever industry you're in, set up the profiles for the different parts of your audience, select the right one, and Ira is going to remember all this. And then when it kicks it back, you can have it read back to you in an AI voice. You can copy it to a clipboard, save it somewhere else. You can import it directly to scripts inside of Dubb and then load it right into a teleprompter and deliver it. We do this all the time. It's really efficient. You could also import it to a voice video. Like if you technically don't want to be on camera one day and you don't want to use your voice, upload a photo to the right, choose an AI voice over here. And when you send this video out, it's going to be the image and a little waveform that comes across the screen, almost like an animated voicemail that someone would see for the animated GIF. You even can do an avatar video. So if you technically wanted to use an avatar for some of your videos, you can. We have a whole library in here. You can click create your own, choose an AI voice. It does take a little bit of time to create this. You'll get a notification when it's done. And you can use the avatars in email campaigns. You can also use them in screen videos, where if you don't want to be on camera and it's more administrative or educational, you can do that. For instance, if I wanted someone to see this marketing update, so you know how before we used Dubb Narrator, the pre-recorded version of myself? You can do this with the avatar. I can go right inside Dubb Narrator inside the desktop app like we did before. But this time, I'm not going to choose a video of me. I'm going to choose a video of Ava, the avatar, that I had saved in here from before. And I'm going to have the avatar walk through everything. So when I find that video in here, I'm just going to select it and then it's going to be added to the page like this. There's the video. Select it, drop it right in. I'm going to change my shape, right? We talked about that. I'm going to change my size a little bit because all the same rules apply right in the middle here, right? And then I'm going to hit record. And now the avatar is going to walk through this.
Hi there. I saw you were checking out some properties in the area and wanted to send you this market update so you can make the best decision possible. As you can see, there is a ton of useful information here. Please book a time by clicking the button below, as Rob would love to give you a personal walkthrough of any of the properties that you're interested in.
And then you can hit pause, save, all of that right within here. So it is an option depending on what you want to get across for what you're trying to say, which I think is a really big thing. Okay, so let's pop back over here. So, Ed, if you want to say anything, I know you were kind of in the chat before, let me know what you did and all that great stuff. If you have any comments or questions, Ed, feel free to pop that in there. You can also, like I said, you can also turn your mic on if you want to, but if not, let me know your thoughts at the end. Specific things as you go through here. When you watch the training back, you can watch the different scenarios. And then also, if you have not set up a walkthrough with our team, like in terms of if you haven't got an actual demo yet for your specific things, feel free to reach out to support@dubb.com, and they can set up a demo for you with the team to walk through it. So, yeah, so thank you for coming in, Ed. We really appreciate that. And then let's see, over here, Jai, Rob, you have my permission to extend the training for 2 more hours. You have the very funny, Jai. That's awesome as usual. Kaya, no end of the training, LOL. Let's see, we have Pro Plus training. That's right. That's awesome. Okay, I saw that Tony popped in. Tony, anything on your mind? I saw you kind of came in a little after. You can unmute yourself if you'd like to, or you can leave a comment in the chat. Hi, Tony.
Hi, I'm just trying to catch up. I've been away from Dubb for a little bit. So I'm at work, but I just been dropping it in just to as a refresher. So I'm trying to catch up.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we added quite a few things. Tony, what's your industry? What do you do?
I'm a nonprofit.
Oh, okay, cool. Have you made some videos? Was it a while back, or are you just kind of refreshing?
I've
Having...
made some videos, but it's been a while. Yeah, I just
Okay.
popped back in. I was on a break for about 6 months, so I'm just
Okay.
rearing up again.
Well, if you want to, I just put it in the chat, feedback at Dubb. So as you're getting your
Okay.
feet wet and everything, and you're watching the training back, if you want to send a video over to us for feedback, feel free if you want.
Awesome. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, everybody, thanks for showing up today. Have Kyan and Jai, good luck in the Pro Plus training. As always, a lot of fun. Everybody else, thanks for coming in, and hopefully see you tomorrow if you come back. If not, check out this training that should be on YouTube by the end of the day.
Awesome.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.